Alright, hello and welcome to the post-grad year. Today we're going to be talking about Commonplace book. I covered up the rest of it, so that sucks. I'm actually really excited for today because these were all really small. Now we're looking at ideas. Pretty big. So the video is probably pretty long compared to the last few. I'm very excited about that. So, what do we have? Ideas. Yeah, that's not really helpful, and we're at the beginning of the video, so hopefully you can tell that something's going to happen. Got a lot of text to go through. And then, after that page, there's a whole lot more. So, that was ideas. Now we get to go through everything else. So, I guess I'll hold it up so it's a lot easier to go through. Well, for you, not for me. This is going to be really heavy. Not immediately, but over time. Okay, ideas. Shortened title. Yeah, that used to be video ideas. When I've been looking through what people actually watch, they watch Commonplace book ideas. So I removed the video just because it seems like that's what people actually watch. And yeah, it's a common search for writing stuff down. Oh yeah, this is for writing stuff down when I'm not working on it. So what happens a lot of the time is I'm on my computer and I'm just like typing. You know, it's quite nice. And I kind of forget that I have this because, you know, this isn't really my Commonplace book. It's more of like a demonstration. So in order to get some use out of it, it's about making a video. Well, it's about making a channel, which is kind of weird because I'm using a Commonplace book to talk about my education project. But in order to actually make the Commonplace book, I have to talk about making a YouTube channel. And I'm talking about a bunch of other things just to get something else to happen, and this is a mess. Okay, so video title and description, long range. Oh, language, title and description, language. So I didn't notice that when I was writing, when I was adding video language. I keep looking back to the camera like, oh, I need to look at myself, but I'm not here. And the camera's actually over there, so like if you're looking at me, probably right over there. Hopefully that isn't the thumbnail. Yeah, so hopefully I don't go with that title. I might, but only if I'm trying to get more videos. This might be a more fun tag, you know, if I'm just like wiggling my hand around, you know, it's a little lighthearted, a little casual. I don't really know. So video description idea, change it to the practical applications of implementing Commonplace books and personal knowledge bases into the postgrad year and making the postgrad year available to all students in Pennsylvania by 2200. Yeah, that's a little unwieldy, and I wrote a much better version of it on my computer, but I don't really want to use that here because if I do end up using it, well, I just haven't really thought about it because I've been very stressed lately. I can actually hear the person on the floor below me talking right now. There was a really creepy bug that got in here yesterday because somebody in the building has a room full of spiders. So the bug was going around trying to kill the spiders, and yeah, probably need to do some pest control. So that's frustrating and a little nervous, a little nerve-wracking because, you know, I was just kind of on my bed and I looked over and there's like a bug with a pretty big body, so it's a little freaky. And yeah, okay, so let's get to this title section. Show what I'm actually trying to talk about. That's right. So in one video at the beginning I was like, look at this thing. Of course there was nothing in it. It was an empty binder, but people wanted to watch the empty binder video. Or at least I think they did, because more people subscribed on that video than watched the video after that. But like, you subscribed, but you didn't watch the video after? Like, thank you for the subscription. And one person came back to comment, which was quite nice. Been providing the best comments so far, but I've also been like hating on them the whole time, so sorry. I kind of like a friend of mine would probably describe me as a zoo animal at this point, just like looking for enrichment. It's just like anything happens, I need to talk about it. I need to do something. Supposedly that's why I pace, you know. Pretty sure it's just the ADHD or whatever else, but it's very fun. Sorry, I just misread something I'd written. Right. Thumbnails, titles. We're gonna show what I'm actually talking about. Hold up the binder. This is why people click. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you click for my face. It's a little asymmetrical. So is the hair. As you can see, there's just like a missing section. That's kind of fun. Yeah, it's been there forever. I'm not experiencing hair loss. It's just my hair is a different shape on one side of my head than another. I've actually got like 4 different like scalps. I don't know, totally different types of hair. And it's kind of fun because they change colors at different points, especially if I do like swim team or something. They'll just like change, you know. So at one point I had like a little bit of reddish, a little bit of silver, a little bit of you know, brown, black. Every so often there's a white hair, which is quite fun. And I've had those since I was like 15, actually probably my whole life, because I used to be blonde to brown, you know. It'll probably turn black and then white or gray, and then it'll just fall out. But hopefully that'll only happen when I'm like 80 plus. So, I mean, yeah. We gotta keep moving. I'm divulging too much personal information while basically showing my journal / diary thing, because it's a Commonplace book, and these are very personal. Even when this is an example, it still gets very personal. Hold up the thingamabob. Goals. Yeah, so maybe work on monetization. I don't know. By showing this. Yeah, so the problem is if I show the information, maybe... Oh, I think I screwed with the lighting. There we go. That's better. It's like I was outside or something. Yeah, maybe if I tell everybody how to monetize this, they might do that before me, and that would kind of suck. Well, I mean, for me, it'd be great for them. That's a little weird to be like, hey, I need hints on how to get more money. I mean, I don't really want to scam you guys with like a $300 pen or, you know, something like this, which is also like $300. Yeah. At that point, people are just going to start pirating it. So, no thanks. Kind of bad for me, kind of bad for them. We just don't want to do that. So, description, if vibes were a science. Yeah, that's kind of, I think I screwed with the lighting again. The Commonplace book is you kind of just write stuff down. And if you want to do like a really fancy scientific version, you can actually make it like a science. But in general, we kind of just write stuff down and then we edit it a little bit, move the stuff around. You know, like shuffle it a bit. Put the stuff that makes us feel a different way next to the other stuff that makes us feel the same way or a different way, depending on what you're going for. And we're organizing by categories or headings or whatever we want to call it. And, oh, this might actually be changing the sound of my voice. That'd be kind of fun. Kind of a problem. About 8 minutes in, gotta get through this. So, maybe we're going to this title section. Maybe there will be multiple books in the future. Wait, what? Maybe there will be multiple books in the future, and I'll need to change the titles by adding 1 or 2 in the title. Yeah, so if I use the same titles multiple times, that would be kind of bad. But if I had a 1 or a 2, technically it's a different title. I don't really want to do that to you guys. I feel like that's kind of cheating a little bit. Although there are definitely some videos in here which are a little short, although some people do YouTube shorts, and I do not. So, in the title, to show which binder, or perhaps year 2, because if listing by 2023, it will look dated and no one will click. Yeah, if there's a video that comes out, or if I see a video that's like, my top 10 tips and tricks for 2016, I'm not really gonna want to click on that. I mean, I might if it's like my friend making a video or something, but like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I want people to be able to look at these later. I want them to feel vaguely timeless. So we get this here. Oh, I'm gonna like start moving my hand around. Okay, yeah. How is this channel different? I'll try to stabilize this a little bit. Oh yeah, I was thinking maybe I could get like a music stand, you know, set it up and then we're like reading from a lectern together. That might be kind of fun. Or maybe me being on the camera isn't actually important and you guys just want to see a book just like slap down. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. it'd be more of like a downward view, so camera would be, I guess, up in the sky, and then we'd be looking down at this. It feels kind of boring, but I guess I could switch back and forth. We're getting distracted. Well, I think we just did this. So how is this channel different? So are we avoiding being a scrapbook or album? Somebody might call this a scrapbook or album. I don't think so. I don't see any pictures, and there are no cuttings. You know, I haven't like grabbed a newspaper, sliced it up into a bunch of little bits, and then like glued stuff all over the page. Sorry, that would be way too messy for me. I'm just horrified thinking about that. I have tried adding like different colored paper in here before, in different binders. Well, I mean, I didn't do it. I kind of just held on to some of my work from school, and then I tried to cut it down as much as possible, and I had a French teacher who just insisted on making sure that every sheet of paper was a different color, which was kind of cool, because everything else was white, you know? But at the same time, it was incredibly distracting, because it's like, why is this red? Just is. And wasn't always organized properly due to like when it came out during class or what it was about for the class, and it was a little much. Although the fun thing is that class actually had notes that were the most like this, because the teacher would just kind of like scribble stuff and then be like, time to photocopy, which was pretty funny to look at. Oh yeah, didn't finish this. Is it a scrapbook or album? I don't know, but we are focusing on integrating this into modern education. I had a question mark after that, but that is kind of the goal. So making the channel, making the scrapbook along the way. Not a scrapbook, it's a commonplace book, but it's a binder, so it's all a little bit scrambled. And yeah, I'm focusing on integrating this sort of thing into modern education, although the version I would be implementing is a little bit different, because it has to, well, there are a lot of things different about it, and I would like to talk about that later. I could spoil it a little bit, but I prefer not to. We're not really there yet. So, yeah, maybe chill. I don't know if you can see this. Maybe chill out. Because like I said, I have been a little aggressive towards the person who actually comments. And thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you. I hate indexes, though. I hate them so much. But some people will actually buy a notebook because it has one, which drives me crazy. It drives me, I mean, notebooks in general drive me crazy because they're beautiful. They're like, they fold up really well, and you can like carry them around, and they go into stuff, and they don't get caught on anything. Like this will get caught on stuff. I mean, I think it's a lot easier to use like these little tabs than it is to just like have random ropes going through it, or, you know, nice bookmarks or whatever. Like it's a lot fancier, and I really want to be able to use one, but this just makes so much more sense in terms of practical use. I don't get it. Especially because you have to like buy it, and you can kind of just make this. I mean, if you still have this from school, you can just use it. I mean, if it's like 45 years old, maybe don't. Maybe toss that and get a new one. But if you buy like, you know, a 4-pack of these at a store that's like a bulk store, I'm not advertising for anyone, just want to be super clear. I'm just saying, you normally, if you're getting a bunch of the same thing, it's better to get a lot at once, because they might be cheaper if you get them in a package deal. But yeah, I think these are better. Where were we though? I hate indexes. Okay. Mention actively posting that I will post weekly if possible. You will we're at 14 minutes and 17 seconds, but that means my computer turned off because every 15 minutes the lights go off. So I guess I should probably go over there to reset the lights. But yeah, I don't know how much it's... Okay, there we go. They were lagging, and I was worried I was going to have to like unplug them and then plug them back in, because that happens sometimes. Because they might be like asleep or something. So, do I post weekly? And do I tell people that I post weekly? So in 2023, which it is now for me, which it is not for you unless I've really screwed up with the uploads. I need to eat better food, so I'm not like spritzing out every so often. Yeah, so I will be posting weekly in 2024, although it is 2023 right now, and that is monthly. So hopefully in the future, like for forever, basically, I can continue to post weekly. Slightly better content, because right now this is kind of, this is solid, but I've had some other videos recently which have been like 45 seconds, which is not great. And I think you want longer stuff, but nobody has commented about that yet. Nobody has commented about the time. Although, like I said, for me, it is September 12th, so you might have commented like 12 times, and I just don't know, because I'm in the future. Not a brag, that's more of a fact, like well, I guess I'm in the past, so more of a brag for you. Good job. Where are we? Modern education, I hate indexes, we got actively posting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell people about that. If I'm supposed to post that in the description, that might be fun. Okay, what benefits do people get from journaling, commonplacing, or other stuff, or how long did it take them to know? Yeah, so this might be like a community post thing. I've never done one of those as of now. I don't know, maybe I start asking you guys that sort of question. I don't know who's gonna comment. Maybe that one person will come back and will be like, yes, thank you. This is my opinion I would like to share. But I think they're just starting out. Maybe they have like 1,000 pages or so. I don't know. I don't know what I would really do with the information. It's just an idea. This is the ideas page. And it looks like we got one more thing. So, title or video. Make a video on the top 10 videos by view count. So basically, the things people have actually been watching when somebody searches Commonplace book, because that is kind of what I'm titling these videos. So out of the top 10, I made a short little list and then I deleted it later, but that was after I wrote these things down. Because that's the thing. Sometimes we make something just to get a slightly trimmed down version of it, and then we can delete the old version, which is quite nice. So what I saw from my brief little look at these things, 5 started with the word how. Can you imagine? And then I or to. So it's like how to or how I made a Commonplace book, for example, which is quite a nice title. 2 cases of you should. So I don't think those were in the same one, but they might have been. 3 uses of Commonplace, which is very reassuring because I've been titling these Commonplace book unless something crazy has changed, because everything is planned to say Commonplace book : subject. Okay. 3 uses of life. So people have been talking about like, this can change your life, which like, that's an easy way to get clicks. I don't know if I really want to do that though. That's okay, 5 mentions or name drops of famous people, plus a general vibe of, if you do this, you will become like them. And of course, the video that made everyone say, second brain. I did watch the video, it was a good video, but oh my god, whenever I click on a YouTube channel, and they're like, oh, did you know that you could make a Commonplace book like Da Vinci? And it's like, okay, we're name dropping, that's fun. I mean, it's kind of useful to like say what the thing is, but a second brain? I mean, we are recording our thoughts, so it is kind of like splitting the brain in half, and you get like memory in one spot, and then your actual brain in another part with a little bit of memory. So you can keep your Jeopardy brain over here. You don't have to like touch it all the time. And then the rest of the brain actually like lives your life, which is quite nice. But if you need assistance, you can ask the Jeopardy brain, like, hello, AI assistant, please tell me the answer. Except you can't, because it's not an AI. It's not a second brain. Unless, of course, what you do is you have a Commonplace book, and then you create a personal knowledge base, which is different. You could call it a digital Commonplace book. I mean, that doesn't really work. And it's not necessarily a personal knowledge base either. You can kind of call it something else. For me, it's a lot easier to say Commonplace book for the physical version and personal knowledge base for the digital version. Although a lot of people will probably argue about that, and nobody has said anything about it, so I'm just going to keep using it. Second brain. Oh, I've been avoiding using that the whole time because it just drives me so crazy. It's not a brain. I mean, if a photo album is a brain, then sure, it's a second brain. If you have something, I don't know, attached to a specific program which can adjust stuff and shove it all in front of you, and it's exactly what you want and need at the right time, then maybe it's a brain. But to make it a brain, it kind of needs to say stuff that you wouldn't say, and I'm not really sure a record of your stuff is going to do that. It might. I mean, if I don't know why it would be doing that. But yeah, this is mostly just me being agitated. And we still have one more page. Across the 20-minute threshold. Alright, this might be a really long video. So basically, video ideas for today. This is what I made. Yeah, they're 2 water stains. So I really hope these are water, because if they're not water, I don't know what they are. Because I have not been hanging out with any other suspicious liquid other than maybe spitting on the page. I don't think I've done that. I think technically humans are doing that when they talk all the time, because that's how mouths work, which is a horrifying thought. I don't like to think about that. You know. Okay, so down here, these were a bunch of things that I couldn't figure out when I was going to order them because they involve, like, you know, splitting a section in half, and then I decided afterwards to add an additional one, which is kind of ridiculous. This is about this page. I didn't really want to spoil all the videos that were coming out before they came out. You know, like, this no thank you. Someone else might make these videos. So start uploads in the second week of June 2024. So the first one should be the second Wednesday of 2024 at 2 p.m. East Coast time for the US. Yeah, I know I'm probably supposed to use like UTC or something. I don't understand how it works. I'm American. We don't know that. I mean, some of us do, but not me. It is September 12th, 2023. That is a little note that says no change in this, but hopefully helps with subtitles. Yeah, so the thing is, I have not sharpened my pencils, and when I haven't sharpened my pencils, that sort of thing happens. I can't read my own writing because, well, they're not very sharp. And I try to like jam it in there. Yeah, so the top one, you already saw, that's the United States, set all vids to English US. I haven't been doing that before, hopefully that helps with the captions, although I went to sleep for 9 hours, and then checked after another 3 hours to see if any of the videos have a different number of views, and they don't. So I don't know if you guys care about that. It is one more thing for me to do. It's a good thing for me to do, but nobody else watched, so it's not really telling me that people like it. Added this task to video checklist section. We already saw that, and then I turned video checklist section into 2 things. Second is Commonplace book allergy duplicating information. Yeah, so that might be a fun title. I think people might click on that. Obviously, I'm the most excited about this one. You know, the one we're actually on. Well, you know, this is the video. Show how ketchup is written in health and safety, and duplicated in food. Talk about why. Yeah, I didn't really explain why people might duplicate information that they made. Obviously, you can like copy paste somebody else's stuff. I mean, don't get yourself in copyright problems, trouble, nonsense. But in terms of duplicating your own information, sometimes you might have something that belongs in one section, but also in another. That doesn't mean you have to figure out like, oh no, which one does it belong to? Just you put it in both. Okay, that's one of the benefits of having a Commonplace book. You can just throw information wherever you want. You know, sprinkle a little bit. This is a fun hand motion. Sorry. Okay. Where are we? Commonplace book, last shirt used. Oh, right, we can still see that. Okay. Oh, my nose is sneaking on. Okay. Show new page, last shirt used. Right, lets me know I need a new color each time, or at least different than the time before. So Why would I do that? Well, if I don't really want to hold my arms up in case there are sweaty pit stains. But the thing is, that is not why. The reason why I keep switching is so I can use up all the shirts. Well, I'm not using them up. I'm not like wearing them and then just like burning them. Like that's not what happens. But I do wear shirts, which is good. That's an easy way to get into stores. You know, you wear like shoots and you don't wear shoots. I don't think anyone here is made of bamboo. They don't really wear shoots either. Anyways, shoes, shirt, shorts, or something else to get into a store. But I wear a different shirt so that I can see what it looks like in the thumbnail. So this probably isn't good. It's a good... Sorry, there's a bird right outside. That's fun. This is probably a good color for me, but I don't know if it's great on the background. I mean, the background and the eyes are blue along with the shirt, so like maybe they go together along with the colors up there. I don't know. Right. Okay. Now we are at number 4, which is quite fun. Oh, these are quite visible. Sorry, the marks. So I hope they're water. They could be mold. No, I mean, I don't think so, but I'm a little stressed right now. Probably because I've been eating ice cream cones instead of leftovers, which I was supposed to be eating. You know, you got like angel hair pasta and angel hair pasta and angel hair pasta. Yeah, that's kind of all I got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be enjoying that later. And I am going to be enjoying that because I'm going to get some fresh vegetables and some cheese and some salt and olive oil and maybe, I don't know, a little bit of bacon on the side. I think that's the only meat we have right now. We might have chicken. I don't know. I don't eat bacon very often, but it's kind of like, you know, if they offer it, I'll have it. But otherwise, I'm not going to have it. So, you know, it's bacon. If you can eat bacon, it's pretty tasty. Obviously, I know there's a very large part of the world where people can't eat bacon. And in the future, I guess I could talk about a future section right now. But in the future, we might have a totally different situation regarding pigs. So, for example, if one country like China has a ton of pigs and they don't take care of them properly, they might have to like cull the herd, or at least reduce the population substantially, which would mean they wouldn't be able to export, which means they need to import. And if China is importing, or the United States is importing, or if the European Union is importing, that's a lot of people with a lot of money just sucking up all the resources. So it might be that in the future, American, and that's about it. In terms of like people with lots of money that also have access to lots of pigs, will actually have access to lots of bacon. Or we could just, you know, print it, or some other future technology. But if we're doing it the same way we are, it might actually be that only a few countries actually have bacon. Well, you know, for the masses. Obviously, rich people will do whatever they want and get whatever they want, because that is the system we have right now. But redoing a section, yeah, this was broken up into 3 sections. I've been writing Commonplace book just because it made it a lot easier to visualize. At the beginning, I was like, do I just write video language? No, I need to add Commonplace book, because otherwise I wouldn't know that it's a title. Also, this is a little bit too much facial hair for me, but I've been told the more I have, the better it looks. So, I don't know. What do you want in the video? What do you want? It's very uncomfortable. It makes me very stressed. It's like not wearing a headset right now. I don't know what volume I'm supposed to be talking at, and it's making me slip up and stutter because I can hear all the individual noises. That's part of the problem. I can hear the bird, I can hear the fan, I can hear the person on the floor below me, but if I'm wearing the headset, I can just kind of chill out and listen to my voice, and that's about it. I can feel the vibration. Sorry, it's just when I put my hand here, I could definitely feel the vibration. But yeah, I'm hearing the clock, I'm hearing everything. It's another 15 minutes, so the computer screen shut down again, which means we gotta finish this. So, uploading a video includes the lower half as a new page. That was just a little note for me. Video script. Well, I think I skipped this. Yeah, redoing a section. So I wanted to call it redoing a section instead of video checklist because that was already a thing, and I didn't really know what to call it, but we might have called it something else. I think I called the page something else, but I think it was titled redoing a section. Okay, includes redoing the one page as 2, and then this video is the top half. Yeah, actually ended up being 3. Includes the lower half. You already know this. Video script includes a new page called video script. You know that. Commonplace book ideas. You should know that from the other videos. I keep saying you know this, but nobody's clarified anything. I don't know which videos people are watching. So yeah, I used to say video ideas, and then Commonplace book ideas. It's just a much better title. Includes header page, ideas page, and then this page. So at the beginning, we had one blank page that said ideas, so it wasn't blank. One page that had actual ideas for videos on it, and then this page. Ta-da! And now, this is gonna be my first video over 30 minutes. That's great. I guess I should be looking at you. I don't know. Is my hair in view? Okay. Also, let me know if distractible me is more fun than non-distractible me. Obviously, there's no real script. Whoa, we're actually getting somewhere. Look at that. Actually, let's look at it on the other side. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, just let me know stuff if you want. Computer screens are back. That's great. I guess I stomped too hard. This is a hardwood floor, by the way, so if you hear... Wait. If you hear noise from that... Well, you can probably see the camera shaking. I didn't stomp too hard. I just lifted one foot up and then the other. But yeah, if you want something to change, just let me know. Please let me know, because nobody's letting me know. Okay, that's a little desperate. Okay, bye.